Um, yeah, yeah, I just want to say hi, and I'm, I, I just, so I just want to, explain, the pros of, being an only child, and as well as the cons of being an only child from my experience. And it's just that it can be kind of hard sometimes. I will admit, they always freaking talk about, oh, the oldest sibling, the middle sibling, and the youngest sibling, but they never really say what's an only child's struggles. And, I mean, the pros of, being an only child is that you don't get, a bunch of annoying moments, and you become a little more independent on yourself, and get to have your own room and all that, and that's nice. Don't have to share anything, don't have to give anything away, none of that, that. That's a few pros. Let's see. Just having as much alone time as you can, but the cons of being an only child for me is loneliness. So, I do online school, so, I don't have any friends IRL, and I also have social anxiety, and I just have, I just, I don't even have a job yet, so, and my parents only really, put me on online school because, of, the dangers of IRL school, and the fact that, there's pretty much the what going on around schools nowadays. You don't know if you're gonna be safe or not. But that they just didn't want they just didn't want to put me through all that, and loneliness gave me, it's just kind of hard, and I just wish that I had friends IRL that can understand me, know my sense of humor, and share the same sense of humor as me. I mean, I have cousins, but I know they're gonna pick their siblings over me any day. That's the truth. And I also know that once I get married, I'm the last of my last name, so, once if I get married, then that's gone. And it's also hard when, your parents are the only ones you can really depend on, and just the fact that, when they die, you'll actually just end up being alone for the rest of your life, since you have no family to really depend on, since you're pretty much the last of your name. And in all honesty, that's just pretty sad. Uh, and then there's vacations. Like, when you go on vacation, whenever I go on vacation, I expect, like, to make friends and just enjoy myself there. But since my parents are a little overprotective, they don't let me do any of that and just assume I'm gonna be like all smiling all the time. And in reality, I'm just lonely, and I have social anxiety, and there's not really that many places to hang out at to make friends my age. I don't have much free time since I live in a pretty rural area, and I can't really go anywhere. So that just makes my life a little harder. Now, I'm just Now, my parents did ask me if I wanted to go on vacation, and I said no, but they said, too bad you're going anyway. Like, I told you. I told you. I don't want to go. Like, why didn't you consider my answer in the first place? You could have just let me stay with a relative while you're gone, and you can enjoy the vacation by yourself. Like, no. I don't really like going on vacations knowing I'm gonna be like a third wheel. Just being all awkward and not really doing anything. Like they told me that they're gonna die one day. I know that. We're all gonna die one day. And then they also pulled we're gonna die someday, and you're gonna regret your decision, thinking, man, I should have just went on that vacation, when there are literally more opportunities to make memories. Like, is it that freaking hard to convince them to do something I actually want to do? And then they just say no. But when it's something they want to do, like, how the hell does that work? I mean, I understand financial responsibilities and financial situations, but come on. I would be just fine on my own. Like, bro, I kid you not. I mean, they're nice. They're supportive, but when I say no to stuff, they always seem to like drag it on and on. But I already made my freaking answer. No means no. I just don't understand. Like, I want to make friends. I want to, like, just be on my own for a bit. Then they have the audacity to say, oh yeah, you're still coming anyway. I'll be just fine. So, yeah, I'm home alone right now, and they can't really hear me vent, so I'm fine. Like, there's, like, events that are, like, going on, and the fact that when I ask them, they still say no anyway. I may, like, come across as, like, spoiled or something, but come on. At least just give a proper reason why I can't go. And when I am at those events, I typically am just alone in that regard, and I just stand there all awkward. I don't want to look like I am, but like the fact that so yeah, my main problem with being an only child is just loneliness in real life, and I tend to have a better experience making friends online rather than just in real life because of all this. And like shouted at me in public one time because I did not look at something they were pointing out. And I felt guilty. I felt very guilty of myself for just making them mad. Get this, it was on my birthday. Like, just because I didn't even see it doesn't mean you should get all mad at me for it. They're making it sound like I'm blind. Like, not my fault, I was distracted by something else. It was my dad that did that. Like, I know, right? It's pretty dumb. Even I looked belittled when I was there. And it was on my freaking birthday, mind you. Time where I get to have fun. And he had the audacity to just yell at my face for not looking at something. Like, what was he expecting me to do? Just look amazed or look like I was starstruck? I'm just confused at that point. Like, I am on the verge of tears right now. It's not even funny. But, like, I don't freaking care anymore. I don't freaking care anymore, okay? I am growing up. I need some freaking time to develop as a person, to have bonds that'll stay for life. Yeah, and another reason as to why I am freaking quiet in public or a private event or around family, it's because I'm scared of saying the wrong thing. Like, I'm just way too scared that I'll accidentally blurt out the wrong thing, even if I have good intentions. And one time I did, and I got yelled at for it, shouted at for it, and I'm just... I mean, with a sibling, you guys can just have fun, bond with each other, have, like, petty arguments. I never got any of that. I never experienced any of that. Like, I mean, the silence is nice, but sometimes that silence can just be lonely and... Yeah, and... my life right now doesn't help with the fact that I don't have a job. I get pretty scared easily because of my lack of communication. I have a fear of saying the wrong thing at the wrong time. Scared of accidentally butting into other people's business without realizing. All for the sake of trying not to be shouted at. My parents are just... they could be overprotective sometimes. Like, very overprotective sometimes. Especially my dad. And I just want to go explore the world more. And just explore what my area has to offer. And not just stay isolated. As that is not really gonna give me like social skills. Then another time, which happened like more recently, I was at like a store and I complimented like the cashier's shirt, and when I was trying to like talk to her more, my mom just butted in and just did all the talking for me. I mean, excuse me? I was just trying to have a conversation. Like, all I wanted was to compliment her shirt, ask her where she got it, and talk about it a little bit, and then my mom butted in and just did all the talking for me. Like, excuse me? I wanted to tell her it was rude, but... But I knew better. Like, bro. I'm just not feeling happy right now. Like, just anytime I just try to make conversation with somebody in public, every time I try to make contact in public when my parents are around, they just have to butt in the conversation and answer all my questions for them. Like, excuse me? Thank you! Why are you streaming if you're not gonna reply to the viewers? Because I'm a little sad right now, okay? I'm just using this, I'm just trying to use my platform to get a message out here. Okay, I have a little, I'm done. I'm done. Okay. You are gone. Get out. Okay. But, like, really, my only source of, time to myself, without being judged on here is just YouTube and Discord. I can actually just I also get pretty emotional easily, even though I've been told to toughen up. I just feel weak. Like, I understand it's like motivation, but just like the fact that man, my eyes are getting watery. Oh, okay. But like all in all, it's just because I feel very lonely. I just looking for validation, and I know people have their own problems. I understand that, but I just I just wanna be able to spend time with others without like the pressure of just not really another time I saw something on the ceiling, and then I asked my dad what it was, and then he yelled at me because he didn't see it. Because he didn't freaking see it. Like, okay, damn. Just, didn't need your, I didn't need you to yell at me for that. It's times like those that I just wish I had somebody that shared the same hobbies as me and was my age, and or at least like a few months older, a few months younger, I don't care, but like, come on. I just really I just want somebody to be silly with and just have fun with. Just but actually has like a bunch in common with me, and I don't know what there is to do around here, and yeah. I just can't wait to move out once I'm older. That's all. Yeah. Okay. Thank you for listening. I'll see y'all later.